everyone, what's up? It's Berlin. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you doing? Happy Wednesday. So this is going to be a bit of a mixed beauty tea video. If you know me, then you know I love doing the kind of beauty tea drama videos. I love getting into it about some of our favorite problematic beauty gurus. So that is what we're here to do today. Please ignore this horrible like red rash thing on me there. I've been bitten and it's just like, ew, gross. It's been there for a few days. But we're having a bit of a heat wave here in the UK at the moment, so I've waited until a bit later in the day to start doing my makeup. I've just done my base, and I actually used one of my new favourite things that I'm using on my face right now. I just went in with my ordinary like Maybelline foundation, but then I've used this, which is the Be Perfect Shapeshifter palette, the magnetic one. This is from Cole's World and Zachary Vang, and I think this is really cool because it's nice to see Cole's World and Zachary get this collab. Like, I love that it's magnetic like that as well, but I really like this mostly for this side of the palette. Honestly, if I open it up, you can see I've been digging into it. This is the shade that I use all the time, that one there, that is called Sunbum. And then the two brightening powders here are amazing as well. Those two, and this one here is the one that I probably use the most. Honestly, these other shades here are a bit too dark for me for like contour or bronzer. But I can use those shades on my eyes, so I'm not bothered about that. And then you've got the other side of the palette here, which is like blushes, highlighters, and they're in kind of unusual colours as well. I've been using this too. I used this like last Saturday when I went on IG live and stuff. So that is the other side with the blushes and highlighters. That's the Zachary side of the palette. It's really cute. But I'm going to do my eyes with the little Starr Ranch palette today. So let's have a look. Let's get this one out. I'm not sure what sort of look I want to do or what hair colour I want to go with, because obviously I'm going to throw a wig on. But that's the colours that we've got to work with in this palette. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe do something with the blues. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and start getting it on my face, and we're going to get into all the tea. I'm going to start off with a bit of this blue P. Louise base. That is the shade Touch of Frost that I've got there. So I'm just going to start off on my eyes with that while we get into it, girl. Because Manny MUA is being called out a little bit on social media for his association with James Charles. Now, Manny's been caught liking a lot of James Charles' recent IG photos. Honestly, I'm like, I know it doesn't sound like a big deal that Manny is liking someone's IG photos, but if you think about it really, it kind of is. Because of what James Charles has been involved in recent months, the things that James Charles has been called out for, which are literal crimes, you know, sexting minors, literal crimes. And then you've got Manny MUA, who is like one of the top kind of beauty gurus, you know, who's consistently posting on YouTube at the moment, consistently putting out kind of beauty content and stuff. And he's there liking up all of James Charles' pictures on IG. So it's clear that Manny is still very supportive of James Charles, which is really kind of dodgy if you ask me. You know, liking the photos of someone who's admitted to grooming minors on their platform, it's a little bit like, are you really sure that you want to be doing that, Manny? You know, I find it a little bit gross personally, and it's something that I'm not seeing a lot of people calling him out for in drama videos. It's something that I'm seeing people notice and call out on social media and on Reddit threads and things like that. So people are noticing it, people are talking about it, but just not in videos so much. So it was something that I wanted to bring up today, being that it's something I've seen Manny being called out for, as he should, you know, in my opinion, you know, because hasn't Manny got a responsibility to his fans, to his audience, you know, to not really be seen doing that sort of stuff when James has been caught for what James has been caught for? Although James is still just putting out YouTube videos like nothing happened. You know, at the end of the day, what James did, it's a federal crime where he is. And Manny's just fucking, oh, like on all of his IG posts. Okay, Manny, got it. But that's not the only problematic thing about Manny MUA. You know, I'm surprised people don't talk about this more as well. The other kind of problematic thing that I'm going to mention about Manny MUA is that he's still profiting off of that Ofra collab that he had. And if you guys remember, I made a video about Ofra Cosmetics and Manny MUA and some of the other influencers who are associated with Ofra through collaborations and all of this. You got people like Nikki Tutorials and Manny MUA, you know, and a host of other kind of big beauty influencers who've all got collaborations with the brand Ofra Cosmetics. Ofra Cosmetics were of course called out because it turned out that their owner had done like a white supremacist hand symbol in photos and was also wearing a MAGA hat and everything like this. So he was called out for that, the owner of Ofra Cosmetics. He then said that he would be stepping down, but his daughter was allegedly going to be taking over his role at the company, and he was going to be taking a back seat, right? So that means that Mr. Ofra is still profiting from Ofra Cosmetics. Therefore, the influencers that didn't pull their collaborations with Ofra are still also profiting off of their collaborations, like Manny MUA and Nikki Tutorials. Neither of them have said any more about this since it all happened. You know, at the time, Manny MUA came out on his IG stories and said, oh, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, I'm gonna look into it a little bit, and then nothing else was done. So I'm like, shady Manny, you know, very shady, very, ooh, we need the fan, very shady little bitch Manny, because like, to be profiting off of a collaboration run by a company with a white supremacist figurehead in this day and age, it really doesn't look great. You know, people want to call Jeffree Star out for being problematic, etc, and things that he's done in the past, but let's look at some of these other people too. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a little bit of the shade Grand Prismatic. First of all, that really bright, offensive bright blue in the palette. Look at that. Woo. That's bright. Okay, let's try that one. So speaking of Jeffree Star actually came out on IG stories and revealed that he's going to be launching a new collection. Now, it is quite soon after the whole Pink Religion collection and also this little Star Ranch collection that he did with the plushies and the mirrors. So it is quite soon after that, but honestly, I'm ready for it. You know, I always like the quality of Jeffree's eyeshadows and things. To me, it looks like it might be another palette, and I really hope so, because I do love the quality. I mean, look at that pigment. I love the quality of his eyeshadows, so for me, if it's another eyeshadow palette, it's a win.
Hi guys, I'm in black and white because we just shot a video for my channel. Yes, bitch, I'm about to be uploading regular on YouTube again. I know that's shocking, it's been a minute, but Nicole just laid this fucking makeup down. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so excited. New collection dropping end of September. Saddle up.
Next, I'm going to pick up some of this Casper Mountain shade right here and go above this bright blue. So Jeffree Star, as well as talking about a new collection, he was on IG today talking about his house and that his house hasn't been sold yet. People have kind of duped him apparently over the sale of his house. I think his house was on the market for something like $20 million. And of course, he's got the Yak Ranch in Wyoming now as well. So his house was on the market for something like $20 million. And apparently nearly sold to a family, but then didn't. Jeffree spilled, well, kind of spilled the tea about that on his IG stories earlier today, without actually mentioning any names, you know, because, hey, the old Jeffree isn't here anymore and he doesn't do drama and all of that.
Morning, everyone. I'm just outside with the dogs right now, but they are officially moving today, and this is really exciting. They've been to Wyoming several times. They fucking love it, and today it's official. All 7 dogs are moving to Wyoming, so we're about to get my friends, family, and crew in order, and let's get the fuck out of here. So a lot of you are asking, am I moving officially? Not yet. It's still in the works. And I'm always going to be coming back here. I have so many campaigns and videos and things to shoot. So I will definitely be here all the time. And no, my house has not sold yet. Someone actually played some crazy games with me. I'm not going to expose the family, but someone pretended to buy my house and it was crazy. We were in escrow, the full works. I'm definitely going to be talking about this on my channel. But I'm not gonna name names. Old Jeffree would have done a cute little beheading and let everyone know the real motherfucking gag, but baby, ew, no. But I'm just letting y'all know I've been through the ringer behind the scenes, and people in this motherfucking town are so shysty, so crazy. But it's also entertaining. So no, house is still in the market, but everything is good, you guys. But Wyoming, I'm ready for you.
Now I'm just using some of the shade, which is Winter Wind, the darkest blue in this palette. It is a shimmer as well. So the next thing that I wanted to get into in this little video was a bit about Patrick Starr. Patrick Starr is being called out on social media, Instagram. If you go underneath Trend Mood's recent post where they've shared Patrick Starr's releasing his setting spray in two kind of formulas, one's mattifying, one isn't. Patrick Starr's being called out because if you look at these two before and after shots, I mean, let's get into it. Let's really look at these pictures, shall we? So the before, here's the woman, barefaced, maybe not looking her best. And then the after shot, girl, this is shady. This is just very, very shady. The after shot, oh, full face of makeup. Magic. So we're supposed to believe that that setting spray does all that. Are you sure, Patrick Starr, One Size Beauty? Are you really sure about that? I mean, like, you know, a setting spray. It's a setting spray. How are you going to put up photos for a setting spray of people's faces, one without makeup, one with the same person? Like, this is shit advertising, and honestly, it's been called out by people on Reddit. It's been called out on the Trend Mood post. Go in the comments underneath the Trend Mood post and people are calling it out, saying, oh look, you know, there's a full face of makeup in that after picture, so how are you telling us that that setting spray, oh, one spray of that and it's magic and it does all that? Honestly though, Patrick's brand isn't one that I really hear people talk about. Like, the only people that I've really seen mention Patrick Starr's brand are actually some of the bigger influencers when they've been using it in YouTube videos, or they share that they got PR on their IG stories, people like Trixie Mattel, for example. But I haven't seen many like real people who love makeup like me just using the products. I don't know if it's because they're not available everywhere, because they are only available in like Sephora and on the One Size website, I believe, but like, I don't know, I'm just not seeing it popping off at all. Let me know what you guys think, if any of you are interested in or have used Patrick's One Size brand. What do you guys think of it? I saw Nady review the concealers yesterday, actually. Poplux, Nady on YouTube. I saw him review the concealers. There were things that he didn't like. There were some things that he did like. But honestly, he hasn't really liked a lot from the brand, the things that he has reviewed. So, I don't know. This brand, to me, it just seems like a weird one. It doesn't seem like it's really kind of taking off, in my opinion. I don't know. I might be wrong. But I'm reading that Patrick's brand, One Size, is always kind of in clearance sections at Sephora. I don't know, girl. Not to be shady, but that's what I'm reading on social media. People are finding it in Sephora stores. I mean, what I will say for the One Size brand though, when they came out with those turn up the base butter silk concealers, what I will say is the shade range is very good. It does look very inclusive compared to like other brands such as Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, Anastasia Beverly Hills, of course, have sponsored things like Drag Race. You know, they're a big kind of brand, right? They've sponsored Drag Race and stuff, but they've recently been called out for their concealer not being very inclusive in shade range. They came out with like 25 shades, and a lot of them looked very, very light and very similar to each other. So people were jumping on that and being like, I hope they're coming out with more shades later. This isn't really cutting it. This isn't really good enough. I don't know. Let me know if you've tried or seen the ABH concealer or anything. What do you think of it? What do you think of the shade range? I just think it's a little bit piss poor. Like, of some of these brands, you know, big brands doing things like sponsoring Drag Race, yet they can't come out with an inclusive concealer range. It's like, and ABH have foundations as well, you know, so it's not like they're new to complexion products. They have foundations for sale on their site and everything. So I'm a little bit confused about that one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Just playing with a little bit of this old Jeff shade. This one right here, this bright blue shimmer. This is really, really pretty. Oh, sorry, I've got hair clips and things flying everywhere on my bench here. This is so beautiful, and I'm just packing that on the front of my lid there. God, the colour. Don't know if you guys can see this colour, but wow. Oh, she's beautiful. So I've just kind of mixed that with a little bit of the Winter Wind shade at the end here. I'm just blending them in together. Like so. There we go. So I think that is the eye about done. I might pop some of the little green one, which is the Star Creek shade. I might pop that on the inner corner there and then clean it up a little bit, bang a lash on, and I think that is almost the finished eye look. So I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. I'm gonna say take care, stay safe, stay well. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Let me know all your thoughts on all the drama, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Mwah. Take care. Bye.